Hey everybody, my name is Alex, and I'm sure by now, since all of you guys are in college, that you have heard of some form of video games or played some form of video games in your lifetime. And video games have now become really popular, and people get a bad reputation for them because it's seen as lazy playing video games. But there's actually some real benefits to playing video games if you play them for a long time and you get used to how they work. And the certain games you play can really affect certain skills such as reaction time, memorization, and communication. And I have with me today my Nintendo Switch. I play on this pretty much every day when I want to or if I can. Um, the games that I play on it are mainly Super Smash Brothers, which is one of the games that I'll be talking about today. Um, this brings me on to my first point, which is reaction time. And so reaction time is really beneficial because if you're playing a fast-paced video game, you're gonna need to react quicker. So whether you're playing a first-person shooter, if you're in a one versus one situation, if you react quick enough, you're more than likely going to win against the other person. And like I said earlier, if you're playing Super Smash Brothers, you're gonna have to react to the other person's movements and be able to block them or counter them so you can do something to eventually win. And there's a study by the University of Glasgow, and they had people play video games for a certain amount of times and then do a reaction time test. And the result was that the people who played video games the longest were able to react quicker than the people who played the video games a normal amount of time and like none at all. Which I think is really, really cool to see that it does actually improve your reaction skills, and this can help you in real life as well. Um, this brings me on to my second point, which is memorization skills. Memorization can really be beneficial to video games because you have to know what's going on at all times, and if it's a game that repeats itself, it's like you're playing again Smash Bros. Or Call of Duty, then you have to know the layout of what's going on and what's happening, or your character that you're playing against, so you can then react fast enough. And another example is playing sports games like football or basketball. So if you're playing football and you are, let's say you're on offense and you're knowing, if you know what the defense is, if you've memorized their plays, then you can then adjust your plays to help beat the defense, and vice versa. If you're on defense and you know what the offense is running, then you can quickly adjust your defense to make sure that you get a stop on their offense. And the same thing with basketball and basically every single sport pretty much, which is another real life example in itself. If you're playing a sport, your whole goal is to stop the other team from scoring and to help you score more points as well. And then this brings me on to my last point, which is communication skills. If you're in a sports game and you're on a team, then you're trying to constantly communicate to your other players to find out what's going on, and this is really beneficial when you're playing video games as well. There was another study that's saying young people who play video games and communicate with their peers have much better communication skills growing up later after, because of playing video games such as Call of Duty and even other games such as League of Legends. Like, they have fighting games and you can communicate with your team to know what's going on. And this is really beneficial when you're in the workplace and you're trying to communicate with your peers to work on a project, or to communicate with your boss and your higher-ups to maybe get a promotion in the future. And this is really beneficial with communication skills that can really benefit you in the future. And that's all that I have from my video game. Those are my examples as to why playing video games can be really beneficial for you. And even if you still don't play video games, I hope that you would have at least a respect or an understanding for why they're really beneficial and why people play them, why it can be really helpful for people who play them all the time and really enjoy it. Me personally, I enjoy it as well. Like I said, I enjoy Super Smash Brothers, and I also really enjoy sports games mostly. So I hope this game helped you get an insight onto why people play video games all the time and some of the benefits. So thank you.